A shooting? I was talking about...
I know, but we were in the middle of a lot of different stories.
Talking about the preacher.
Okay.
Didn't you get that, Charles?
All right, I just didn't...
Referring to the shooting.
All right, but...
Was referring to the preacher and juxtaposing that to what Chuck Schumer said in front of God and everybody on the floor of the Senate that Donald Trump incited an erection.
All right, but we can't be...
I didn't. He did.
We can't be as smart as you. I'm sorry.
I know you can't. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. I'm confessing it. I'm a coward. And what does Johnny call me? He calls me a couch jockey. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm a coward if I don't want to come on your show. Isn't that it?
Hey.
I'm a big coward. I heard that thrown around a lot.
All right, man.
That really hurts me to the bone. I want y'all to know that. Please don't call me a coward. I'm so offended and hurt by that.
Right.
I'm crying right now.
All right, limit him. Good afternoon, you on the air?
All right, limit him. Good afternoon, you on the air? Yeah, the guy that got talking about all the cold case.
Can you turn your TV down? Can you turn your TV down?
One of my biggest... Okay. Is it all right now?
That's fine. All right. Producers, put the line 3 on hold, please. Go ahead.
The Kennedy assassination is the most fascinating thing ever happened to me.
It happened to you?
Well, I was a young boy and I didn't understand. And as I got to study it, I ain't going to go all through it. But it was more involved than just Lee Harvey Oswald.
No, yeah. I think everybody believes that.
And let's let the Senate do the job and the House of Representatives. Donald Trump is not convicted yet. Let them do their job.
All right. Good enough. Good afternoon. You on the air?
Yes. Good enough. Good afternoon. You on the air? Yes, I was just calling about your news reporting, and I think it's good because when Allison Parker got shot, that was live news.
Yeah. Yeah, that was horrible, but it happened in real time, and that's live. What live TV does. But I show you the scene the way it was because I think it's important to put the puzzle together. And the video the audio wasn't turned up that loud. I mean, the lady was a little emotional, but we didn't really feature that. And we'll show some of the pictures here. I mean, we basically showed the trailer, the yellow tape up. At that point, we didn't know. We'd also heard that there'd been some stabbing going on inside there. That nothing in the press release relates to that. But that was one of the things we had heard in the afternoon. But they did say multiple gunshot wounds, so it was pretty severe. And we got a killer out there, and that's why I think it's so important for the community to know that. I mean, somebody who's actually killed another citizen in our town is loose, and that's a big deal. I always consider that a big deal. Sometimes I don't think that some of the audience does, but I mean, anytime you've got a loose killer running around, and he's got, they got to be desperate. They got to be, and they might kill again. So I always had that in the back of my mind. That's why I think breaking news and getting on TV with it, getting on Facebook with it is good because it can alert everybody. Okay.
Okay, thank you for doing your reporting and everything you do for the public.
We try to do the best we can. We're not perfect. Other things that we do that I wish we could take back, sure. But it's live and it's the way we do it. But I think it's important. The immediacy of what we do is important. And we were the first to do it on television around here. 656. We've been copied. People try to imitate us, but they can't be us. 656-2255 is the number. We're taking live calls. We do need to take a break. We'll be right back.
is a job alert for the Danville, Pennsylvania County area. Ameristaff, the #1 job source in the area, is looking for over 80 workers that can do basic work and earn up to $10.70 per hour. Contact Ameristaff at 330 Old Riverside Drive in Danville or call them at 434-792-8367 or go to ameristaff.com.
It's our heart as a church that when something like this happens, we want to be authentic. We want to be transparent. We don't want to try to cover anything up. We want to be accountable. And Pastor Seth has asked if he could get up here and share today, and I thought that that'd be good. I think you ought to be able to hear it from him instead of somebody that you hardly know. And he's going to share with us, and when he's done, I want to speak to you today. So Pastor Seth, would you come on up?
Thank you, but I don't deserve any of that. You'd never imagine a day or a moment where you're going to have to stand in front of people you love that have come more than a church, they become family, and own your greatest failures. But that's exactly what I'm here to do today. And I want to be really clear. I want to make sure that you know this is my fault. I did this. I made these decisions and put me in this spot and put you in this spot. I've brought all this hurt and this pain to my family and to my community and my church that I love. Over the last 2.5 years, I've been living a double life. On multiple occasions with 2 different women, I've had an affair. I'm an adulterer, I'm a coward, and I'm a liar. Thank God. But not only did I do it, I lied and tried to cover it up. I was terrified of the fallout, the hurt it would cause, and I made excuses. I'm not making any today. I did this. I have broken my family and those I hurt the most. My poor wife and kids. I've got no words or excuses. I made this mess. I pray that somewhere in your heart you can forgive me as we go through this journey. I'm not running. I'm from Axton. Axton is home. I don't have any plans or intentions of going anywhere else. Over those 2.5 years, there was 2 different women. One of them was a volunteer here. She was engaged in a lot of different activities. The other one was a staff member. In that process, I broke everything that was dear to me. Everyone I love and I care about, I brought all that hurt and that pain. I am disappointed and ashamed of myself and the things I've done. I've stepped down as the pastor here at Compassion because I can't lead others until I first learn how to lead myself again. I'm going to spend some time in counseling to figure out what broke in me and what led me to these horrific decisions to try to start putting my life back together and becoming the man God called me to be. I can't change what I've done. My personal sin has wrecked and just knocked off course what God has called us to. But please don't let my personal sin change collectively what God has called this place to, what God has called Compassion Axton to. Compassion Axton has been a light into our community, a place of hope and forgiveness, a place of restoration and grace. Please continue to push in that mission as the staff leads us forward to keep doing what God has called us to do to change our community with the love of Jesus Christ. Please don't let my personal failures deter our collective mission. I plan over the next bit to support in every way I can as we continue on with what God has called us to. God is not done. Here at Compassion Axton, God is just beginning what he has called us to change our community and to bring revival to the land, and he started with bringing it in me. Thank you for your support, and I am so sorry for what I've done.
Where do we go from here? Adam, Touchstone Adam, would you come up here?
All right.
Adam is going to be our interim lead pastor.
And I thought powerful too. It's not easy. It's not easy, doing that. And I did see some of the women flinch when he said he did it for 2 years. But anyway, I thought he handled it right. And I don't know. I get a kick out of people want to give us a hard time for just covering what's happening. And that was on the internet too. 656-2255, any reaction to that? I thought it would be really neat to have him on. It's not easy to, I thought when he said, I've been a coward, I've been a liar. I've never heard anybody do that, publicly admit to that. So that's kind of a first. But I think it's the right way to do it. Because it's got to be some pain. People got to see that you're willing to come up and admit it. And anyway, 656-2255, that's our number. We're taking your live calls right now. Somebody want to give me a hard time for that? We're the only station that covers something and then lets you talk about it. Nobody else does that anymore. You call us up and give us a hard time about it, and that doesn't mean I can't give it back. But we were social media before it even existed. We were taking calls in the 90s. And it's still, you can get behind a keyboard, but I can sit and take your calls. 656-2255. Give us a ring. 656-2255 is the number. Interactive show. Is that too hot to talk about? Let me see. Johnny, we're doing TV right now. I'm sure you saw first of all, can I put you on TV?
Yeah.
All right. Did you see the Seth Robertson, who's not kin to you, on TV this weekend?
I did.
What was your first reaction?
My first reaction was surprised that they were willing to not do something secret, and that they were willing to do the right thing.
Right.
Is go ahead and let everybody see a church clean up.
Right.
That's it. That's pretty much what I was looking at. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Well, I was amazed that he said I was a coward and a liar.
And a liar living a double lie.
Right.
And he admitted it.
Right. And I saw women react to it when a man says they've been having an affair for 2 years. That the women get shocked about that. I think people can understand one around, a little rendezvous, but not that long.
And 2 women.
Right. Right.
And so I'm just going to go ahead and give a leak, Charles. It's like a tease.
Yeah.
Another woman involved, another person involved. Let me track that back. There was another person involved that we're working on. And I'm having individuals that are giving me information, Charles, about another church in town that is like 10 times worse than this.
Oh, wow. No. No.
And this one's not going to clean up. There is no way.
Really?
Like criminal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wouldn't tell you this if we weren't already aware.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, we put out information because we know something's going on.
I'm always amazed that you're kind of like the news hotline for this kind of stuff.
Well, it's like 20 years of these individuals giving me information that they know that I don't ever tell my source. So people in all these churches are fine with getting me the information and letting me do the hound dog, and I have to go and find it.
Right.
But they're fine with doing that, and I never give out anybody's name. And so, and one of the things too, Charles, I'm always worried that we're going to end up telling something that's not the case.
Right.
So, you do that once you're dead. You don't have it as a news person.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, it's coming, and it's just, for our town, it eclipses, to me, it will eclipse the politics. Everybody's tired of the politics.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I think all of us drew a comparison to is Tim Whitehart. Who Tim really never faced it publicly. He had Carl Keith do it, and I thought, and then I never will forget, after Carl came and bit the bullet for him, they didn't allow him to be the preacher of the church. Remember that?
I do remember that. That's just what I'm saying. That absolutely could not play out again in our community. And so, could I make an appeal, Charles, like folks to help us out to get the information that we need to kind of help the situation?
Like, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find out if Seth Robertson is Tim Whitehart's cousin, because Tim Whitehart's granddaddy is Bobby Robertson, just like my name.
Right.
And so it would be phenomenal that Bobby Robertson had two grandsons that were preachers, Tim Whitehart and Seth Robertson.
You don't know for sure. You're just people are asking the question.
No, nobody's really asking the question. I am asking the question because it's just too much of a coincidence that, I know that Tim's mother was married to somebody else.
Right.
But her maiden name was Robertson.
Right.
Seth is a Robertson, and he's a big-time preacher, and it's just like Bobby Robertson, Madison Mandan. This dude was super big in the Baptist circuit. He's dead now. He's passed in the last 4 or 5 years.
People were asking me where Tim Whitehart was today, and I have no clue.
I would say the last I heard of him, he was in Greensboro with his sister because he cheated on his wife the second time in the last 2 years.
Wow.
And I'm saying I know that for a fact. I don't know that he is with his sister, but I know he cheated on his wife for the second time.
Wow.
So he never changed. I got that information from Brian Edwards. I asked Brian, could I try to do something with him since all of them are just washing their hands of him? Because he continues to be, continues to act as he did back, how many years ago?
That's like 20 years. It's got to be over 20 years. Feels like forever.
Charles, he looks like Elvis.
Looks like Elvis.
Long sideburns, mustache, goatee. It's just ladies' man. Typical ladies' man. I don't know what is wrong with that dude.
Right. Wow. Oh, me. All right. Now, I got an attack tonight. I went out and covered a shooting today, and we showed some. We were at the crime scene, and some people were emotional, but I showed it as it was. But somebody called me retarded, and then they brought up BTW. We're not as nice as BTW.
BTW is children's news.
Right.
If they killed Santa Claus, just get it. Everybody might as well get real.
Right. Children's news.
A huge Chick-fil-A event where Chick-fil-A basically said nobody will come out in Martinsville, so we're going to make it happen. And who was there to show it? BTW. And the social distancing was just ridiculous, Charles, compared to what y'all did at the parade.
Yeah.
Because they had to come up to people's window, or the people had to drive up to a box or a stand where they just put their food.
Yeah.
And get their food. It was ridiculous.
Right.
Comparatively, BTW is just, it's grandma and children's news. So keep up the work.
Okay. I mean, we really try to get to the story. I'm not saying we always get there, but you got to roll cameras to see it. To what's going on, but anyway, I like that kids news. That's a good way to put it.
I'm not even gonna say grandma, because a lot of the old people actually like seeing what there really is out there.
Yeah.
And the individuals that everybody's complaining about, which is CNN and MSNBC, they played the gory details of all the riots and all that kind of stuff. So how come you don't get to do it?
Well, because they want it so so G-rated that we can't. I mean, news is not G-rated. I'm sorry.
Well, in Martinsville, but nationwide, man, the stuff I have seen in the riots and stuff like that, I'm not talking about D.C., I'm talking about Fort Worth, Seattle.
Excuse me. Yeah.
In Pennsylvania,
Yep.
it was, and in Kenosha, that's where I went to the cancer center. Is that same area? I know that area well.
Yeah.
They played the gory details, and for you to be censored, I just can't. I'd say it's just a bunch of folk trying to undercut religious folk, especially. DPW is a religious station. There's no doubt about it. I mean, when they promoted Maine Perry, I mean, you're not supposed to get into politics. You know that was religious, so there it is.
Right, and you got. It's like the lane. It's like his PR arm. I mean, they just have these cozy interviews that no really tough questions ever get asked.
And where does Lane Perry go to church?
I think it's at Compassion, right?
Ain't no thinking to it. It's absolutely 100% sure he goes to Compassion Church.
Right. What's your prediction? Do you think he'll stay at the church, or do you think he'll go somewhere else?
Nah, I don't know. But like moving around, people moving around like that from church to church,
Yep.
it's not even something that I pay attention to.
Right. Like musical chairs, isn't it?
It is. It's just like, okay, is this a place where I can get the most exposure?
Right. Politics. You think he might use it for politics?
I do. I mean,
that was the question during the last election, is are you using these churches for politics? And it looked like he was. I mean, it was like he went over to the Victory Church, and then he'd go over here, and
don't forget Mike Penn.
Right.
So he basically used every tool there is. He went to Mike Penn's church, and then Compassion Church is one of the, like, Victory is not even close compared to how hot Compassion Church is.
Right.
And now he's a member over there, so I don't know. I don't even keep up with that kind of stuff. It's just like, I can't believe these guys don't think that people realize what they're doing.
I thought you brought up something interesting, and that was that you don't see other ministers come into Mr. Robertson's defense. That you think if they were believing and forgiveness and all that stuff, that other preachers would be like, man, give this guy a chance, But you say it's more of a competitive thing, and they kind of like to see him burn.
Well, I will say this, Charles. The individuals, I'm going to give them what they said. The individuals that I talked to, particularly 3 pastors, Bill Motley, Abundant Life, you know him well, his wife, Counsel, Jessica, and Rob.
Right.
I talked to Brian Edwards, and I talked to Carl Keith, and I'm saying I'm going to give them what they said. Both of them were not well, and Bill Motley was the only one that said that he would pitch in and try to help make sure that Seth Robertson did the right thing. So that's a big deal for me to say something good about Bill Motley.
Right. Right.
That's how it is.
Okay. All right. Well, it is kind of wait and see what happens, right?
It is, and I would like to say too, Charles, that the head of Compassion said that he would help Seth Robertson. Then he turned around and said, I don't want to, but I said it on television, so I'm going to do it.
Huh.
I would like to help Seth Robertson because Seth Robertson did the right thing, and it's very hard to stand up and say the shameful stuff and face everybody. So that is to be seen how we can help Seth Robertson.
Right. When he said I was a coward, that was hard to hear.
I'm a coward and a liar, and I lived a double life, and I hurt my wife and my children. And Charles, there's more to that too that's coming.
Right. All right, man. Well, I try to handle that story as gentle as I could, because I know there are a lot of people, in these affair stories, a lot of people get affected, and a lot of people didn't have anything to do with it, like kids and things like that.
Yeah, kids and how many mates. If we were to do the math, it would be ridiculous amount of math. years.
Right.
Where they work, how many of them work at Chick-fil-A. It's just unbelievable the turmoil that's going on, particularly at Chick-fil-A alone. I mean,
Right.
there is no telling how many family members, and as I say, there's still yet to come.
Right. It's a big shakeup at Chick-fil-A, right?
Big shakeup.
All right. All right, Johnny. Thanks for talking to us.
All right.
All right. See you next time.
Tired of your low-paying job? Trying to make money in a hurry? Call Elite Driving School, where after training, you can expect to make $50,000 a year. Weekday and weekend classes, VA benefits, and tuition assistance can get you going fast. With driver's ed, private lessons, third-party testing, Class A and Class B CDLs, Elite Driving School in Eden, North Carolina will get you going. Call or visit online to learn more.
Reidsville, North Carolina. Come and see us. It's amazing.
You're watching the new WGSR, covering Reidsville, Greensboro, and Southside Virginia. Good afternoon. Of course, you know, I'm Charles Roark with Star News, and we're out trying to discover new businesses and new kind of things that are going on in Reidsville today. Tell us who I got with me.
Wanda Ridlawn.
Okay.
I'm the owner.
Okay.
And I'm Skylar Morningstar. I'm the manager.
Fabulous. Now, we're here at Lunar Vapes, which is located right beside Lowe's. What's the name of the shopping center?
Freeway Crossing, I believe.
There you go. It's
Yeah.
pretty close. It's on Freeway Drive.
Yes.
What's the address here?
1537 Freeway Drive.
Right. And I'll
Sweet.
tell you what, I've been here just for a few minutes, and it's like people are really rolling in the shop. And, of course, you've got hot products, CBD stuff. What's the hottest thing going on right now?
The CBD Delta 8 is the hottest stuff going now.
Delta
People
8.
love it. Mhm.
Are you stocked up good on product and devices to do it with?
Absolutely.
Maybe could you go get me one to show me what the device looks like? Because, you know me, I like to know what's hot right now.
CBD is definitely a hot item right now.
Right.
It helps a lot.
Now, one of the things I noticed is you've got good supply of all kind of stuff, and vapes and all that kind of stuff. But let's see this. Let's get a tight shot of this.
All right. So we've got, this is a device that'll work for your cartridges. It just drops down in there. It's super easy to use. And then this is going to be the cartridge for the Delta 8. So
Right.
this put together, you're all set to go. So that's awesome.
All right, let's be real. Let's talk. I want you to keep that. Everybody's saying, well, you do this online, but you don't know what you're doing.
No. You got to make sure, go in a store and talk to the people that knows about the items and can explain a lot of the items to you.
I guarantee you've heard all the horror stories, haven't you?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about that setup right there. I'm going to get them to zoom in. What's that going to cost me right now? How much is that going to set me back right now?
Well, before tax, you got the cartridge for $40, and then after that, with the device, you got that for $20. So it's about $60 before tax, $65 generally after. So it's not bad to get you vaping on the Delta 8.
So how much total do I got to pull out of my pocket to get started?
$65. Yeah.
That's reasonable. To have all the wonderful things that people are enjoying about vape and stuff right now.
Yes.
All right. What do you think makes Lunar Vapes set different from all the other vape shops and tobacco shops and all?
Customer service. We take a lot of pride in our customer service, taking care of our customers. We take time with our customers. We answer questions. We special order items for our customers and make sure we have them here. So we are really dedicated to customer service.
We didn't talk about how kind of cool it feels to be in here. I mean, I felt...
We tried to make it a shop to where people with their children were comfortable to come in, as well as
lounge area?
older adults could come in and be really comfortable, and it's catered to all ages.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice this video. They show car wrecks and all kind of stuff like waiting. It's kind of entertaining. It is a very cool, relaxed atmosphere. Can I get Cool Man over here real quick? Because he was so good when we came in. Yeah. He said, "Who's first?" And that's always good. And he looks like he knows his product, and you look cool too, buddy. Tell us who you are.
I'm Spencer Starr.
Spencer Starr. Tell me what you think sets Lunar Vapes apart.
The personality and the environment. Yeah, we have a really good environment here. Like she said, she touched on it a little bit, our customer service, how we deal with our customers. It really is, like, even the customers is a nice, close-knit family.
Hey, and the word is I hear we're expanding. Are we in Danville too?
We are. Yeah. We have a store in Danville. It's 3228 Riverside Drive. Mm-hmm. And they carry pretty much the same products we have here, and the customer service is just as good there as it is here.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, how you able to pull that good customer service off? Because that's tough.
I like to be treated, or treat my customers the way I want to be treated.
Okay.
And that's what we instill in all of our employees. If the customer always comes first, and we do everything we can.
How long has this store been here?
6 years.
Oh, you ought to just get me for not talking about you before now.
Yeah.
How about in Danville?
We've been there, is it 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
4 years.
All right. Which store is the busiest store?
They both do about the same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They both sell about the same.
So give me that Danville location one more time.
3228 Riverside Drive.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I'm going to ask people to do. First of all, it's the year of promoting local business on Star News. Okay. We're going to promote local business more than ever and give y'all even free introductory starts like we're doing right now, just to let people know about local. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's Amazon, but you can't speak to Amazon. They have that little mouth on the box, but you can't talk to it.
Right. And local businesses are hurting right now. So absolutely support your local businesses.
All right, so that's what I want people to do here for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna put me under the test. Okay. All right, we want all Star News viewers to come by here. It's right beside the Lowe's grocery store. You can get some groceries. Right. It's a huge shopping center.
It is. Yeah. It is. And then we've got the new restaurant over there.
Are you supporting that?
Oh, yeah, we do. We go in every day.
Tell me about that restaurant real quick.
I have not been in that much, but they have a lot of salads and like hamburgers and finger foods and stuff like that, and they do pretty well.
Let's keep them here. Yep. Keep them here. We're right here with the name of the shopping center, but I just think it's the grocery store, where the Lowe's Foods is.
How most people recognize it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've talked to you enough yet. Tell me why you love it at Lunar Vapes.
Oh gosh, it's absolutely a family. Even with the customers, like Spencer was saying, it's so close knit. It's a really beautiful energy here, and everyone's just so kind. It's awesome.
That says it all. Good energy. Yeah. Good energy, man. You had good energy when I came in. Yeah. I appreciate that. So we were going to become big cheerleaders for Lunar Vapes. Now, let's give the address one more time and a phone number.
All right, the address here is 1537 Freeway Drive, Suite 504. Phone number is 336-394-4984.
Right. So I'm asking my viewers to go check this place out. Show it one more time. This is what's hot right now.
Yeah, the Delta 8.
Delta 8. I've heard that in Martinsville too. I mean, this is what everybody wants right now, and they got it. And we got it if they need it too, right? I mean,
we have plenty. We have a lot in stock.
We listen to the customers.
Yes.
All right, Lunar Vapes, we listen to the customers. You heard it. Let's go out in big numbers, support local business. It's Local Business 2021. This is a job alert for the Danville, Pennsylvania County area. Ameristaff, the #1 job source in the area, is looking for over 80 workers that can do basic work and earn up to $10.70 per hour. Contact Ameristaff at 330 Old Riverside Drive in Danville, or call them at 434-792-8367, or go to ameristaff.com.
You're watching the new WGSR.
And hi, everybody. Welcome to Star News TV. Welcome to Monday. I'm Mark Childry. Glad to have you here. Not a bad weekend, I would say, since we had a lot of sunshine. It was a gorgeous weekend, just a little bit on the cool side. And then, what do you know? We kick off the work week and the school week with a lot of rain. And it has rained a lot today, at least in Reidsville and Rockingham County, and I'm hearing that the rest of the Star News TV viewing area reporting the same thing. Well, it's a good day to stay inside and catch up on what's been happening with the news, and we've got a lot of news to cover from all across the region, so stay with us for this hour because we've got a lot of things that's important to you, things that you want to know about. And we're going to start out in this hour with news out of Henry County, Virginia, and that's where apparently authorities are working a stabbing case. Now, we don't have a lot of details at this point, but Star News TV Charles Roark has been covering this. He does say that Henry County Sheriff's deputies and investigators are on the scene at a mobile home. That's at Lakewood Park Drive, and that's in the Laurel Park community of Henry County, Virginia. Now, Charles has been keeping up with this, and we do know that quite a few deputies and investigators have been on the scene there for the last little bit, and the scene has been roped off, and that's to keep people out while the investigation is underway. At this point, we don't know anything that happened. We have not received any official word from the Henry County Sheriff's Office, but we can tell you that the investigation is underway. It's been under investigation all throughout Monday afternoon. So again, a stabbing call. We don't know if there's been any injuries or deaths at this point, but we will keep you updated on the air, and we'll also be updating our Facebook page with the latest information. You can see that by going to facebook.com/StarNewsTV. But again, this happened at a mobile home apparently on Lakewood Park Drive. That's in the Laurel Park community of Henry County, Virginia. The latest details, we'll be bringing them to you here on Star News TV and our Star News TV Facebook page. All right, now we've got some good news out of Rockingham County, North Carolina, and that's where deputies have solved 2 missing persons cases. You may have seen these stories on our Star News TV Facebook page over the weekend, and we are trying to update them. The first case was a 25-year-old woman who was missing, reported missing this past Saturday near the Madison area of Rockingham County, and we understand that 25-year-old Courtney Dawn Smith was reported to the sheriff's office. She was last seen on Saturday evening in the 300 block of Price Street, Madison, North Carolina, wearing black pants, a black jacket, and zebra print Crocs. The sheriff's office said that they couldn't tell whether Smith was on foot or if she got into a vehicle, but they were asking for any help that they could get in solving the case. They don't need that help now. That's because we just learned from Sergeant Kevin Southard, my apologies, Lieutenant Kevin Southard, he's been promoted, Lieutenant Kevin Southard of the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office telling Star News TV that Courtney Dawn Smith has been found and she's okay. There was another missing persons report case over the weekend, 31-year-old Nikki Lunsford. Now, the report from the sheriff's office said Lunsford was last seen on Thursday, January the 21st. That was in the 500 block of Hampton Road near Eden, North Carolina. The sheriff's office said that she's been known to frequent the Eden area, but she also has family in the area of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, we got an update just a few minutes ago from Sergeant Kevin Southard. My apologies. Let me try that one more time. Lieutenant Kevin Southard. I promise I will get it right. Lieutenant Kevin Southard, the official spokesman for the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office, and he did say that Lunsford had returned home, that Nikki Lunsford had, in fact, returned home. She's been found. So if you saw those 2 reports that we posted over the weekend, 25-year-old Courtney Dawn Smith, a 31-year-old Nikki Lunsford, you can relax. Both have been found by the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office. Both are okay, and we've updated our Facebook page to bring you the latest details. Well, now let's move on to other news. We're going to take a look at some statewide news in North Carolina. You know, we've been hearing about this new variant of the coronavirus that's more contagious than the first that was detected last year in China. Well, according to North Carolina health officials, it has made its way to North Carolina, the new variant. Now, the Associated Press is reporting state officials report the first case of the more contagious strain was identified in a sample that was taken from an adult in Mecklenburg County. Now, Charlotte is the county seat of Mecklenburg County. That's to let you know that is the Mecklenburg County is the second highest populated area in the state of North Carolina. The more contagious strain was first detected in the United Kingdom. That was last month. As of Friday, more than 200 cases of the new variant had been reported in 21 states. Now North Carolina was latest, and that was on Saturday. Health officials have said that while there's early data to suggest that the variant may be more contagious than other variants, the current COVID-19 vaccine is expected to be effective against it. Dr. Mandy Cohen, who leads the North Carolina Health Department, said that the identification of the new COVID-19 variant in North Carolina is concerning, especially at a time when we're already seeing really high numbers of coronavirus COVID-19 cases. The health officials are encouraging everyone to remember the 3 W's when you are away from home, and they include wearing a mask, wash your hands, and wait 6 feet apart when you're out in public somewhere. So again, that new coronavirus variant that's been talked about for the last month or so has made its way to North Carolina. A case reported in Charlotte over the weekend or in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg County area. We'll keep you updated with the latest information as it becomes available. Not sharing any cases about any cases in Virginia as of yet. We will update you when that happens, when we hear more about that, and we'll also keep you updated on the progress as it happens here in the old state in North Carolina as well. All right, we've got a very busy night here on Star News TV. We've got talk coming up at 7 o'clock. Ken Eccles with Star Talk. And then in Martinsville, there's Charles Roark, and both of them will be talking to you about things that's important. But before you get into that, we've got lots more news from all across the region, including a COVID-19 vaccination clinic planned for later this week in Rockingham County. It's been canceled, and that's because they can't get their hands on the vaccine. That story and lots more coming up in just a few moments. Stay tuned. You're watching the Monday edition of Star News TV.
Star News covers stories from all sides and in-depth coverage in the Triad. Local news matters on the Triad Star News, WGSR Channel 19.
Here at Eden Drug, we want you to come and get your flu shot now. Let's get ahead of this virus. And if you're a senior, ask for the high dose. We want to make sure that you're taken well care of. At Eden Drug, we offer COVID-19 testing absolutely free. Go to the website, doineedacOVID19test.com, and sign up. Eden Drug, your local pharmacy.
found out that all funeral homes are not created equal. Ray's Funeral Home were compassionate, understanding, and gave us input on how we could best celebrate our loved one's life. Thank you, Ray's, for your commitment to this community.
Ray Funeral Home has served our family since the 1960s. They're all about family and community. They're knowledgeable and compassionate.
Losing our father was tough. Ray Funeral Home understood the pain. They treated us like family. They went out of their way to help us cope and deal with our grief.
Ray Funeral Home showed our family compassion in our most recent loss in our family. The staff was very professional and was always there for us in a difficult time.
Trusted, honorable, excellent service that your family can depend on.
Ray Funeral Home.
Our family would be honored to serve your family.
Hi, Barry Nelson here at Autos by Nelson in Mount Airy. I want to let you know we have the largest used car inventory in Mount Airy, North Carolina. You want a deal? 2008 Dodge pickup, four-wheel drive, only $99.95. Another great buy. A 2016 Fusion for only $179 a month. Here's another great deal, a 2017 Colorado for only $249 a month. And we've got Nissans, and we've got Toyotas, and we've got Hyundais. We've got SUVs of all shapes and sizes and all colors. Check us out, autosbynelson.com. We've got 550 used cars to choose from. We're right across from the Mayberry Mall in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Come see us. We've got the largest inventory, and everybody knows cars cost less at autosbynelson.com, and nobody beats our deal.
Welcome back to Breaking News. I'm Charles Roark. As we continue to report on the shooting in Laurel Park, we do have an update coming in at this hour, and this is a press release that was just sent out by the Henry County Sheriff's Office. We've got some new still pictures that we'll show along with this as well. Let's go to the pictures, and then we will also update you. We'll read the press release verbatim. Those pictures will be coming up here momentarily as we're bringing you new information at 7 p.m. on Monday evening. This weekend, let's go straight to those pictures. There we go. The release says on January the 25th, which was today, on Monday, at 1:47, the Martinsville County 911 Center received a call that an individual had been shot at 200 Lakewood Park Drive in Martinsville. When deputies arrived at the scene at approximately 1:52, they found Jerome Turner, age 20, of 200 Lakewood Park Drive in Martinsville, deceased inside the residence. That's one of the things we pointed out as we were there, is we noticed that the ambulances weren't even responding or going inside. They say it appears that Turner suffered multiple gunshot wounds. He also was transported to the office of the Chief Medical Examiner for Western District, Virginia, where an autopsy will be performed. They say through the course of the investigation, it is believed that a white male came to the home, knocked on the door. The residents allowed him to enter the home. After entering the home, he was greeted by the victim, and two of them went into the bedroom. Shortly after entering the bedroom, multiple gunshots were fired, and the suspect fled the home on foot. The suspect is described as a white male wearing a hat, flannel shirt, and jeans. They said the Henry County Sheriff's Office would like to encourage the public to come forward with any information that they may have on this case. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone having information regarding the homicide is asked to call the Henry County Sheriff's Office at 638-8751 or call Crime Stoppers at 276-632-7463. They say the Crime Stopper program offers rewards up to $2,500 for information related to the crime. The nature of the crime and the substance of the information determine the amount of the reward paid. But once again, we now have a name to the deceased. His name is Jerome. Bear with me just a second. Jeremiah Jerome Turner, age 20, of 200 Lakewood Park Drive. He was deceased when they got there. Multiple gunshot wounds. He's transported to the Office of Chief of Medical Examiner, Western District of Virginia, for an autopsy. Through the course of the investigation, they believe that a white male came to the home and knocked on the door. The residents allowed him to enter the home. After entering the home, he was greeted by the victim, and the two of them went into the bedroom. Shortly after entering the bedroom, multiple gunshots were fired, and the suspect fled the home on foot. The suspect is described as a white male wearing a hat, a flannel shirt, and jeans. The Sheriff's Office would like to encourage the public to get involved in this investigation by calling 638-8751 or Crime Stoppers at 276-632-7463. So we are learning a little bit more about they're now calling it a homicide. There you see the name of the victim on the screen, and that's what we have at this hour. We'll pull down that lower third, and we'll be right back for some discussion if you're joining us during a talk show. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jerry.
I'm Nate. Let us tell you about Turner Furniture.
We buy truckloads of bedroom suits to save you money. An example, Von Bassett suit, $11.95 with 2 nightstands.
300 Lazy Boys in stock.
Lift chairs starting at $5.99 with free delivery, and we service what we sell. We carry Ashley, Serta,
including Eye Comfort,
and many other lines.
Power beds starting at $9.95.
Turner Furniture, 111 East Meadow Road, Eden, North Carolina.
If you need a tow, call Big Toes Towing. One call, you will be hooked. 276-226-0819. Damage-free towing.
Call Big Toe and get hooked. 276-226-0819. I got hooked.
One call, you will be hooked. Damage-free towing. Big Toes Towing.
Call Big Toe and get hooked. I did.
Get hooked up with us.
Go Big Toe.
I mean hooked.
If you're in an accident, call Big Toe.